Okay. Here's a very talented, funny guy. He needs no introduction. He did years on Taxi. He's starring in a new movie called Tin Men, which just recently opened, I guess, all over the country. Would you welcome Danny DeVito? Okay. Spell Massachusetts.
Forget it.
You believe that?
I can't believe this. This guy is.
I was trying to remember when I was trying to remember when I was 4, but you can't remember when you're 4, or
No.
can you?
Well, I got a 4-year-old.
Do you?
Lucy's 4 yesterday. Yeah.
Can she name the?
No.
Can she name the 9 planets?
The 9 planets? I can't name the 9 planets. I mean, it's.
Were you bright in school, or did you?
No. None of that. None of that.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I was an average student. I didn't like it. I didn't like to go to school.
Horsing around most of the time?
Oh, yeah, clowning around. In Jersey?
Yo!
No, I mean, well, I went to school at nuns. In the first 8 years, I was nuns. I mean,
Strict.
It's like a lot of hair pulling and knuckle cracking.
Yeah.
It was strict, really. I mean, you used to go to get the new books. They give you the new books when you come to school the first day. You'd always open up and there'd be hair in the books. You know? Yeah, really.
Speaking of hair.
Oh.
Is this a different color?
noticed.
Now, if you got a color television set,
No, it's
this looks like a hen or rinse job.
It's kind of amber. It's kind of like I'm doing a new film.
Yeah.
Called "Throw Mama from the Train." And
is that the title?
Yeah, that's the
Throw
title.
Mama
Throw
from the
Mama
Train.
from the Train. And it stars myself and Billy Crystal. And we start shooting on the 13th of April. And I was just testing things, with this. I'm also directing the picture.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm, I was trying some, some little things for the character. We're doing all kinds of. Yeah.
When did you start? When did your hair start, as they say, thinning?
When did it start thinning?
Thinning, yeah.
I think I was about 8. It's kind of gone there. I mean, usually sometimes you have to do the spot,
Yeah.
You have to, I remember when I did Going South with Jack Nicholson. He directed that picture. And it was, we didn't do any makeup at all. We just were out in Mexico and we all had little tans. But I remember what we used to do is go by the makeup truck and stick our heads in the truck and she'd spray us with streaks and tips,
Yeah, to fill it out.
Yeah, well, fill it out a little bit,
Now, we've talked about this the last time you were here, although I didn't know it. You were a beautician at one time, right?
Yeah.
Under the name Mr. Danny, right?
Yeah, that's true. That's right.
I don't know why that cracks me up.
Well, it's a funny image, I think. You see me running around with the scissor and the comb, doing hair. My sister's, as a matter of fact, my sister who I worked for, she's out here now.
Yeah.
And my mom is out here.
Yeah.
They came out to visit. They live in Jersey, and they come out to visit. Got a lot of Jersey people there.
Yeah.
It's great.
Staying for a while?
Mom?
Yeah.
Yeah, she stays for a month and then stays for 2 or 3.
Yeah?
Yeah, she's.
Did you get along well with her?
Oh, yeah. I get along well with her.
A lot of people, I mean, nothing against mothers or fathers, but can't take 2 or 3 months.
Oh, but Julia's great. You remember Julia was on she did Taxi. You remember the?
You did have your mother on Taxi, didn't you?
Remember she played my mom on 2 shows, and it was terrific.
That's interesting.
It was great. Yeah.
Has she ever had any acting experience at all?
She had never done anything before, but it's, she was in her late 70s. We were trying to cast, Louie's mother, and it was going on and on and on, trying to, people were coming in, and Ed Weinberger, who was the creator of the show, he wasn't happy, and he said to me, Dan, why don't we, we give Julia a call? And I said, I'm not going to, my mother's 78 years old. Am I going to call her and say, come out and do the show? It's a live audience and all this. So he said, well, let's try it out. We put her on the speakerphone. He calls her in Jersey. And he says, Mrs. DeVito, this is Ed Weinberg. We want to, we're looking for somebody to do the show. It's not a lot of lines. We'd like you to play Louie's mother on the show. She cut him off. She said, hey, I can do dialogue. So he
Everybody's in the show business.
Yeah, so he flew her out, and they picked her up in a limousine. She was very thrilled, and when it came time to, the only thing she wanted was she smoked like a fiend, like a chimney. I mean, she had to have her cigarettes, and she had to have a TV in the dressing room for her soap operas. She wouldn't want to.
Well, sure.
She didn't want to miss them.
Yeah,
I don't blame her.
And she was pretty good at it, too, wasn't she?
Well, she was very good in the show. The first show, I put her in the home.
Yeah.
I don't even remember it, but I put her in a home, and then in the end, I go get her. Louis softens up, goes and gets his mother. In the second show, a year later, she did that. They brought her back, you know.
Yeah.
She played a woman who she married a Japanese man. I don't know if you ever saw the show.
It's a pretty smart stroke of casting, though.
Yeah, I think
Bring
so.
your mom in. You grew up in Jersey.
Yeah.
Do you still keep your friends? Do you still
Oh yeah.
remember some of the guys you grew up
Oh
with?
yeah,
as a kid?
absolutely. Well, I don't see them much, you know,
Yeah.
because I'm out here. But whenever we have like a premiere of a movie or something in New York, or with Tin Men, we just had we had a showing at the Museum of Modern Art, and I brought all the guys up, you know, Louis Scarpati and Sal Berdesco and yeah, Major Yacarino. You know, Major.
Those are great names.
And Nicky Adio and you know.
And then you always had the nicknames too.
The nicknames, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you.
Hey, you. What do you play in the Tin Man? It's
Well, Tin Men it's a wonderful movie. It takes place in 1963 in Baltimore. It's directed and written by the same man who did Diner, and his name is Barry Levinson, and he's just a brilliant writer. Richard Dreyfuss, myself, Barbara Hershey, and I play a Tin Man. A Tin Man is a term used for aluminum siding salesman. Guys who sell tin, you know,
Right.
and it's you know, it's really a wonderful film. It's a little different from anything
Right.
I've done before. It's kind of like you know, it's comedy. It's a very funny film, but it also has great personal touches and some warm moments, and you know, and it's a slice of life. Barry's just sensational at that.
we've got a small
We have a
clip of film here. I don't know what the scene is.
Well, it's what it is if you saw a diner, you know, one side of the diner, according to Barry, was all these young guys, and the other side of the diner were the Tin Men, these salesmen who would come in and they would hang out. The normal life, the daily routine of a Tin Man was he would get up around 10, you know, hang out a little bit, go to the diner at 11 or 12, you know, shoot the breeze, go to the track, and then when the sun went down, he'd sell tin. So this is like our meeting at the diner, and it's Monday morning and takes place in the 60s. And
Watch the monitor from the Tin Man.
You watch Ed Sullivan, right? Which act do you like better? The guy who spins the plates? Or do you like the guy with the hand puppet?
Senor Wences.
Right, Senor
I love
Wences.
this guy. Senor Wences.
He's good.
He's the
I
best.
mean, that's good comedy.
He's better
like-
than the guy who spins the
Of
plates.
course he's better than
He's
the guy.
better. He got
No,
the
this guy,
sass.
plus he's got no overhead. The man's got a hand, a chalk, and a box.
A little
And that's it. Every once in a while, he puts a little wig on it. Hello, sir. I love him. I love the guy.
I'm going to tell you something.
This
Bonanza is not an accurate depiction of the West. That's all I'm saying. Do you ever watch that show?
Is
Bonanza.
somebody talking about Bonanza in here?
Today's a bonanza
Oh, it's
day.
today. It's Monday.
Today's
Must be.
bonanza day.
Bonanza Day, the big B day.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Hello,
Yeah,
Ben.
Conrad
you
Day,
laugh,
you know
you
what I
laugh
mean?
about
Ben
it.
and the boys
You
doing
can
it.
laugh about it, but it's just unbelievable. You ever see the show? It's a 50-year-old father and three 47-year-old sons. You know why they get along good? Because they're all the same age. Hey, Pa, you ride the horse, and I'll go to town. Come on. What kind of show is that?
Well, I don't look. I'm not an authority on it like you are, but I mean, I occasionally watch Bonanza, and I think it's like, can you believe here's a man who's got 3 kids from 3 different wives? They all died at childbirth. What is this
He's
here?
been a hell of a man.
Who's gonna go around there? He's the kiss of death.
That was wonderful dialogue. You're right. I'll tell you something. It's not often that somebody comes on the show with a film clip where you want to see a little more. Usually you see something, you say, gee, that's not
Thank you,
bad, but
thank
this
you.
is for this great dialogue.
Hey, yeah, well, Barry is just he was born in Baltimore, and he has that whole feeling of, you know, the ambiance, all the
Yeah.
feelings, you know, the character idiosyncrasies and
What was
things.
a 50-year-old man with 3 47-year-old sons?
Jackie
Senior
Gale.
Wences with no overhead.
Jackie Gale he's hysterical in this film.
That's funny.
It's a wonderful
I
character.
wish you well with it.
Thank you.
Looks like a good picture. We'll take a break. We'll be right back.